It's a big night of high school sports in our community. The News 8 Highlight Zone starts now.
Happy Oktoberfest. Good evening. I'm Greg Wawrinick.
And I'm Charlie Clifford.
And 3 weeks left in the regular season. 5 teams tied for first with 3-1 records in the MVC.
This logjam begins to work its way out tonight over at Lacrosse's north side. 2 of these first place teams meeting. Logan faces West Salem second quarter 3-0 Panthers. The Rangers' offense asleep for most of the first half. Here's a spark. Woo. Hook and ladder, but West Salem turns the Rangers over on downs, so no points here. Closing seconds first half, Trey Davis, the heave, the end zone. CJ Siegel nearly comes up with it. We go to half, 3-zip West Salem. Third quarter, Ryan Byrne hands to Gabe Lamone. 10-0. Logan fumbles the ensuing kickoff. 4th and 7 here from the 10. Layman, touchdown, 19-0. West Salem goes into Swanson Field and gets a win for the second straight year.
It's great, just coming back from that loss against Holman, really stepped it up. We're back in this now, and we're ready to win another one next week. My line's just amazing. I wouldn't be anything without them. They just lead the holes just perfect.
Aquinas back on the field after having to forfeit last week due to injuries. They host 3-1 Holman. Second quarter action, Holman's Seth Wilson takes the handoff up the middle and drags 2 defenders in for the 11-yard score. They're up 28-0. Later on, Holman going with some misdirection. Connor Duncan ends up with it, and he takes it up the sideline. Great juke move. Scores from 49 yards out. More in the second quarter. Wilson again, this time an 8-yard touchdown. Wilson with 213 yards and 5 TDs. Vikings roll with a 62-8 victory. 3-1 Onalaska on the road at Toma after last week's big win against Sparta. Onalaska with a 1-point lead in the second, showing off some big play capability. Brayton Dewan connects in stride with Tyler Hughes. He breaks free and goes 87 yards for the touchdown.
Having a nice year.
Toma looking to respond. Here's Connor Preslip connecting on a 55-yard pass to Kyle Kroner. He weaves his way down close to the goal line. Now facing a 4th down, and their 4th try from inside the 5 denied. Timberwolves unable to score. This one down to the wire, tied late in the 4th quarter. Onalaska comes out on top in the shootout. 39-35, Hilltoppers win.
Wow. 3-1 Sparta returns home to face Central. Central down 12 at the half, now driving, but the Spartan line holds. Jaden Winchell. Big 4th down tackle, ensuing drive. Ryan Wisniewski keeping the ball on the option. He gashes the middle of the field. That's in for 6. Central not ready to quit. They cap off a drive here. The plunge through the middle, but a little too late this evening for Central. 33-27, the final. So it's now Sparta, Onalaska, Holman, and West Salem tied for first in the MVC.
We'll get this figured out in 2 weeks.
1 week.
Meanwhile, in the Cooley, Arcadia and GET are tied for first at 2-0 in conference play. Arcadia at home against 1-1 Westby this week. Raiders trail 14-7 at the half. They go right to work. Brennan Scow floats a pass to Carter Halverson, makes the catch and sheds a tackler. He scores. It's a 14-14 game. Next possession for Westby. Norse in the red zone. Kyle Anderson's pass intercepted by Chance Yarrington. That ends a good Westby drive. Now after a Norse punt, Raiders have 3rd and long from their own 15. Why not take a shot? Scow to Halverson. 85 yards. That ends up being the game-deciding score. Arcadia rallies in the second half to win it 21-14.
What a throw. GET on the road at 1-1 Luther. First quarter, GET strikes first. Ben Behan breaking tackles. And this is going to go 45 yards. Redhawks lead early, 8-0. Later, Luther needs a lucky bounce on 3rd and long, and Sam Babinick's pass is going to get it off the defender into John Weir's hands. 8-7 game. GET answers back. Butch Haynes, the Bulldog, the Bus, whatever you want to call him, 6 yards out. This would be a 16-13 ball game. And you see the final there. GET goes on a run. Arcadia at GDT, folks, next Friday. More scores in the Cooley. Viroqua, a 12-8 winner over Black River Falls.
Sole possession of first place in the Dairyland up for grabs. Top-ranked Caledonia goes up against a state-ranked opponent. News 8 Highlight Zone. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the News 8 Highlight Zone.
Number 1 in the state, Caledonia, with possibly their toughest challenge of the season as they travel to face 6th-ranked Zumbrota Mazeppa. Battle of unbeatens. Ben McCabe, 205 yards on the ground. It was 6-0 after 1 quarter of play. Caledonia, 28 points in the second quarter.
So much for
as
that.
They go on to win 47-0. Winona ranked number 7 in this week's rankings. They're at home against Northfield. Second half, Winhawks trailing 7-0. Riley Foster delivers a perfect ball to Terrell Hall for the touchdown. Winhawks tie it 7-7. After a Northfield score, Winona looking to respond. Beautiful catch in the back of the end zone from Logan Smith. 14-14. To the fourth quarter we go. We have a ball game. Alex Francois goes up the middle. Breaks free after a couple of nice jukes. Touchdown Winhawks. They go up 21-14, and Winona wins it 24-14.
There you go. Cotter trying to get in the win column 2 at home against Dover Iota. First quarter, Dover on the board first. Brady Williams finds Keaton Schaefer. That's a touchdown. Eagles 6-0. More from the Eagles. Isaac Bushman off the pitch, and he's down the sideline. Bushman's got speed. 12-0 Eagles. Dover Iota 37-14 over Cotter. 4-0 Houston receiving votes in this week's poll. They host 3-1 Mabel Canton, game tied 16 apiece. Second quarter, Harry Chiglow picked off. Give it to Drew Weifels there with the hands. Logan Richardson, huge blocks, brings a nice return. Few plays later, Mabel Canton converting it into points. Weston Whalen, 3 tackles en route to this TD. 24-16 your score. Houston trailing by 14 in the third. Zach Schneider, a misdirection. Cut the lead to 8. That's your final down there, though. 36-28, Mabel Canton. More scores from Minnesota. Stewartville over La Crescent. Rushford Peterson, Lewiston Altura, nothing from them tonight. Spring Grove all over Randolph. So who will sit in the driver's seat atop the Dairyland Conference over the final 2 weeks?
The final unbeatens meet up tonight. Cochrane, Fountain City at Melrose-Mindoro. Winner claims sole possession of first place in the standings. First quarter, back and forth. Mustangs driving. Sam Boone to Eric Christofferson. 37 yards out. It's a 14-8 Mustang lead. After Melman goes up 13, Pirates answer. Kristen Schmidt-Neck from 3 yards away. They cut it to 7 with 1:07 left in the half. Then a crazy sequence. CFC forces a turnover, then just seconds later, Schmidt-Neck to Lucas Gable. 2 scores for them under a minute. It's a 21-20 game at the break. Third quarter we go. Long Mustangs drive. Brett Gerds caps it off from 5 yards away. They're up 28-20. Then in the fourth, Melman looking to put the game away as Landon Lockington fights his way in for the score. Melrose-Mindoro, the final unbeaten and in first now, 42-28 winner. Rivalry game as Whitehall plays host to Blair Taylor. First play of the second quarter, a little trickery out of the break. Direct snap to the up back, Cody Trimberger. He's got more than enough to pick up the first down. North's not done with the trickery then. Parker Winju hands off to the tight end Larry Gardner on the sweep. 7-0 the score. Norse hold on to win from there. 34-19. Whitehall, a homecoming winner. Also tonight in the Dairyland, Oliva Strum shuts out Lincoln, and no score reported from Augusta.
We had this story earlier in the week. DeSoto Pirates looking for a home. They get a home thanks to UWL for their homecoming game. The Pirates face Kickapoo Lafarge. Opening drive DeSoto. Darren George right here taking the handoff left. He hits the truck stick.
Ooh.
And he's in. 7-0 Pirates. Feeling right at home. Second quarter, Austin Anderson trying the quarterback keeper this time. Shifting left, back to his right. All over the field, and he's in. The Pirates leads up to 21 later in the quarter. It's George again. It's time to screen pass from Anderson.
Nice block.
There he goes. 31-0 at the break, and DeSoto wins on homecoming. How about that story? UWL 45-0. Ridge and Valley, Riverdale over Wanawak Center, Weston, and Boscobel is a loser tonight. Wazeeka Steuben Seneca gets it done.
Undefeated Bangor goes on the road at Hillsboro. First quarter, 7-0 Bangor. Hillsboro loses it on the pitch. Alex Mox tracks it down, and Bangor getting the football right back. Very next play, they don't take long. Drew Johnson faking a handoff.
That's a nice play.
Finds Caleb Miedma wide open for the score. It's 14-0 Bangor. Later in the first, handoff then to Hunter Ellenberg. He cuts back, and there's no one there. 20-yard score, 21-0, and Bangor wins big, 46-0.
New Lisbon a week out from a huge game against Bangor, but before the Rockets facing Cashton second quarter minutes ago, Cashton looks to pass. We're going to pick it up here. Fumble recovered on the play. Next 50 seconds left. Gunnar Peterson setting up the screen, and he's going to find Sam Rogers. That's a good play call. Huge block here. 12-7 New Lisbon at the half. Mr. Lowe getting it done, 2:13 and 2 scores. New Lisbon 30-14 over Cashton. Scenic Bluffs, Necedah 38, Royal 20. Schulzburg shutout over Brookwood.
More Wisconsin scores. Pepin-Alma winning big. Mauston defeats Wisconsin Dells. And Lancaster knocks off Prairie du Chien 42-7. When the News 8 Highlight Zone returns, college volleyball, including the Viterbo home opener.
Welcome back to the News 8 Highlight Zone.
21 games into their season, Viterbo volleyball finally a chance to play at home. 5th-ranked Seahawks going up against Mayville State. First point of the match, pass goes to Aubrey Aspen, and she puts it straight down for the kill. Later on in the set, Natalie Geidel finds the back right corner for the kill. Viterbo up 4-0. Later, still all Viterbo, Geidel again with another kill as they go up 7-3. Viterbo winning game 1, 25-12, and they sweep it in 3.
12-2, Winona State back at home for Bemidji State game 2. Danielle Rampert, the kill. Warriors up 7-5. More from Winona in set 2. Taylor Gore, she's their leader, catching Bemidji off guard. Warriors take set number 2. It's a sweep tonight, 3-0. Coming up, Corey has your complete Oktoberfest weekend forecast.
Welcome back to the News 8 Highlight Zone. It's time for our play of the night.
We go back to the Winona Northfield game. Terrell Hall, the pass. Logan Smith, the great catch. Tiptoe back of the end zone. Winona wins 24-14.
Hey, after that Oktoberfest parade tomorrow, head on over to UWL. Support those 3-0 Eagles. They kick off at 4 o'clock against River Falls. Have a great and safe weekend. We'll see you back here next week.